What's going on, everybody? This is Fry. So we are doing yet another arena run. The rules for arena: what you draft. You want the least circumstantial cards possible. You want to get the most value. You don't want cards typically that will resurrect things or rely on having very specific units in your deck. You want your gold cards to be giving you at least 15 power. Your silvers to be giving you at least 13, and your bronzes to give you 11. Those would be ideal. Now, you do want some kind of removal. We're going to try to stay away as much as we can from picking engines, which are smart cards that grow, because usually they'll get removed. And you need a way of not necessarily putting hazards on your opponent's side, but definitely a way of dealing with the hazards they put on your side. Those are the rules, and let's do some picks. I'll be explaining them one at a time. Here we go. And just looking at these first 4 picks, it looks like massive amounts of suckiness are happening. Obviously, Nova you cannot do because you're never going to get the condition of 2 bronze cards, so this is a 1. Regis is really weird. I've never really picked this in Arena before. Drain all boosts from a unit, so I mean, if they have a guy that gets boosted by even 8, so this will be a 16 already, and sometimes they'll have like a consume guy or something like that will be boosted by more. It's a very circumstantial. Cirrus, you're never going to have enough units to resurrect in order to trigger this ability, so it's obviously useless. And John Nautilus requires having a tactic in your deck, and again, the amount of arena runs you're even offered any tactic are less than, probably less than half, I'd say. A very unreliable card. Because of, I would say John maybe has the most potential if we were to get a tactic, but I'm not going to rely on that. I'm going to try to go with, again, the least circumstantial cards. This just requires any of their minions to be boosted. Sometimes this is just going to end up being a 1. But, oh god. Worst case scenario, I guess John is better. I mean, if we were able to get any tactic, even a Rekinesis or something like that, there are some tactics. It's so risky though. It's between these two. These are both bad cards. John will become amazing if we get any tactic, particularly a Commander's Horn or something like that. I can't say which one's more risky. I'd say this is a more risky on a game-to-game basis. So if we are going and playing about 10, games on average in this arena run, this will be 10 risks. This we'll be able to maybe get 1 tactic. If not, it's a 6. Anyway, I'm gonna go with John. And another gold, nice. So this is 10. This is not such a bad card because this is a very powerful get rid of an opponent's hazard and put a boon on your side. Definitely want to play this once your opponent plays a hazard. It's not horrible. This is going to be 6 plus a removal card, and very often you'll get at least a 10, 11, sometimes a 12 bronze, so this is a good value card. This is reveal cards, which is basically an 11, and this is look at a random gold or silver from your deck, play 1 to move the other top of the deck. This is a good card because it's 1 plus a silver, and then it'll set up you to get a gold. Otherwise, 1 plus a gold, get a silver, the carryover value. These 3 cards are good. I think this one is the most value because it'll be 1, well, it does filter a gold out of your deck. I guess 1 plus a silver and get a gold on the top of your deck. This is probably the most value. Alright, keep it going, and we're going right into another silver. Hattori, you never get bronze Soitel units to res. Lambert, you're never going to get his 2 partners, so it's pretty useless. This is good because I usually don't like picking any ambush cards because they are very useless in round 1, but this is an ambush card that when your opponent passes automatically flips over. Turns out usually to be a 14, which is great. It's circumstantial, but good value. And this is a card, a little engine that's hard to trigger in arena and very, very easy to remove at its smaller stages. So we're going to go through them. We're going to keep our eyes again on trying to pick any tactic that we can for John. That is our top priority. You're never going to get enough Elves or Erlin. This is a removal card or make a hazard, which is pretty good. This is going to resurrect a curse unit, which you're usually not going to get. This has some uses. Monster Nest isn't bad. You're usually either going to use this as an 11 Ancient Ghoul, or you're going to get a regular Ghoul and consume something from your graveyard. This doesn't work in round 1, not necessarily going to get it. You're not necessarily going to get Fog either, so the Ghoul's not going to really grow. Sometimes you can get it for Barbagazi, it's okay. I'm going to go with the more solid one, which is Vader Maker. It's really good. And we'll keep on going. I'll be answering Gwent questions if you guys have them. So this is a 2, but you need to spell an item, which we don't have. This is a 9. This is an 8, which is very difficult to actually use properly in arena since you're not going to necessarily get longboats, etc. This is a very nice one. Now, this is an engine, but this is actually the best engine, probably, at least in the bronze slot. Because if they destroy this engine, they'll be taking an additional 4. So this is an 11 plus. Very, very good bronze. Amazing. This is a real top tier arena bronze card. Very, very good. Alright, so here's 3 plus a hazard, which we're probably not going to get. Here's 10 plus clear a hazard, so that's great. Here's 10 make a spy, which is useless, and here's maybe a 12. It is good to have some hazard clears. This will be our first one. This is not a tactic, of course, so keeping an eye on that tactic. A silver tactic would be really nice. This is an 11, uncircumstantial 11. This is a 10 that will grow if you have fog. Happens to be that we do have a wave, one wave making fog. Probably better to pick an 11. Malcolm Defender is interesting in Arena. It's removed so easily. Everyone always runs ways of destroying this. I'm not a big fan of this. I love Olgierd. I'm not such a fan of Malcolm Defender. Sometimes you can play this if they open past you. So this is the, you know, if you this is the card you play. Well, no, if you open past them, then you can play Malcolm Defender in round 2 and have carryover for round 3. It's not horrible. It's really bad to get in round 3, which makes it very circumstantial. You know, if you were to draw this somehow in round 3, it would suck so badly. And this requires 2 allies, and it is an 11. So we're just going to go with the solid 11. It's sometimes nice to have these guys, big guys, in your graveyard. Because then if you want to consume them with various things, that'll work. Alright, here's going to be some good choices. Azrael's not a bad card. It does not really work in round 1 unless you remove one of their big guys. This is a 12. It's also a removal card. It's not a bad card. Yarpin is 8 plus an engine carryover. Usually don't have any dwarves to buff this. Usually it'll get removed. And this is, in my opinion, the best card in Arena. Certainly the best silver card in Arena, Olgierd. This will make it that you purposely lose round 1. Let your opponent win round 1, which means they're going to be down 1 card and win the round, and then they will not be able to open past you. This is probably the best card in Arena. Definitely pick an Olgierd. Not even close. If you guys don't understand yet how to use this card, you will see I'll be using this plenty. You'll see how great this is. I'll definitely explain it the first time I use it, how this gives you a card advantage in round 3 when you have it in round 1. Alright, so this is a 12 because there's no spying. So this is a 16. It's a nice removal card too. This is a decent card. This is 9 plus 4. You're never going to have Frost. This is a 13. This is 5 plus... Resurrect a Bronze or Silver Soldier from your opponent's graveyard. I really don't even know how to use this in Arena. This is easily the best choice. It's a nice removal card, so we go with that. We have plenty of removal right now between you have 2 shots here, 1 here. We're still looking for a tactic, a Bronze or Silver tactic. This is an 8. This is a 10. This is an 8, which actually works in round 3 with Olgierd very well. In round 3, Olgierd, if you played it in 1, is a 2. So this would be 8 plus 6, which would be a 14. It's really nice. It is circumstantial. We don't really have any other cursed units except for Olgierd. I guess we have this, but you usually don't want to turn this into a cursed knight. This is very good if you have a lot of Olgierds in your deck. This is an 11 usually. It's a nice removal card. You don't want to have too much removal. You won't waste putting points on the board yourself because sometimes there's nothing to remove. This is 10 plus clear a hazard. Move 2 allies to it. Can be any row. I'm gonna go with 10 clear a hazard. This will be our second wave clearing hazards. Then we won't have to prioritize with that. This is a spell. This is a 10. This is an 11 if they have 3 guys in the field, and this is a 10. Not gonna get a crew typically to buff these siege towers. This is too circumstantial. I'll go with the 11. Alright, Runestone. The blue Runestone. The only Runestone I kind of like is the red one. This is a 12 and more removal, which you don't really need. This is a mage. You know, this will either make a hazard, clear a hazard. We have 2 ways of clearing hazards already, or bear. This is one of the worst mages because Blood Curling Roar isn't great. If you happen to hit a 1, for example, it will what's it called? It will put the 11 on the field. So it turns out to be a 14 if you hit a 1 with it. If you hit a 3 with it, it'll be a... anyway. Hit a 3 with it, it'll be an 11. Black Blood has some uses. You know, there are a bunch of good things out of this, including Azrael, including the vampire that makes the Blood Moon. We have a couple ways of clearing weather already. If it was any other mage, I would pick it. Not a big fan, especially since we don't really have any little tiny minions. I'm gonna go with Black Blood. I think we'll be able to get some value out of this. There are some very good picks in here, so this is a alright, here we go. So Ida's one of the best silver cards in the game. This is probably the best mage. Fog is probably the best hazard, and then you go Alzur's Thunder, Frost maybe, but then you have Alzur's Thunder and Clear Sky, so great pickup. Artifact Compression's okay. I don't think we need more removal. We definitely have enough removal. This is a 14, a nice solid 14 that gets a bunch of guys in the field. This is only a 13, but it's a little more of a versatile 13. This is a great card too. Create a bronze or silver unit from point second boosted by 2, so very, very solid picks. I think Ida is slightly better than the other ones, but Ifrit is great. Too bad we have to. Too bad we pick we have a pick of all the silvers together. Here's another one. Second Black Blood. It'll negate any shoops that come by. I really don't plan doing shoop. This is just a hazard, which I'm not such a fan. This is very circumstantial because they have to have a lot of guys in a row. And this is a horrible card because it can end up destroying one of your really good guys. I'm gonna go second Black Blood, goodbye Shoop. Hopefully it's not gonna mess this up. Alright, here comes this now. This is Drain All Boost from your entry deck. This is a 7. This is a very circumstantial 18. It would be great if you got value, but you almost never hit your full value with this. This is horrible, especially in Arena. And then there was a second Olgierd. Now every Olgierd you get after the first one is worse, because you really just need one Olgierd to set up your loss in round 1 and your lack of opponent's open pass in round 2. So at the end of the day, it's so much better than these, and getting one Olgierd in your starting hand can easily give you a card advantage in round 3, so I'll pick second Olgierd. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, so we got an 8. We have an 8. Unless we have a soldier on the field, which we have 1, I think, in this deck. So it's a 9, 8. This is an 8, which never activates, and this is a 3, and you're never going to be revealing things, so we'll definitely go with the second archer. It's an 11. Pretty good. This is a little removal card. This is a 10 that will, you know, there is card draw in Arena, you know, Dandelion Poet and stuff like that. Necker's obviously a useless piece of trash garbage, and there's never going to be enough spice to activate this, so we'll just go with the solid 10. We don't need more removal. This is a 9. We'll go with the 10, which maybe will turn into something better. It's kind of not a good card, but whatever. Alright, we have Gaunter. I'm not going to pick Gaunter. It's a 1 in 3 chance of this even being more than a 6. Really sucky. Royal Decree. Royal Decree is, you think it's a gold +2, but it's really not that good. If we had like a Imralith or something, I would pick this. Do we have any tactics yet? We still do not have a tactic, by the way. I wonder if I hope I didn't miss one. We'll resurrect Death Wish cards, which we have 1, so it's not so good. And this is 10. This can do up to 20 if they have a lot of guys in a row. So it's in between Royal Decree. The problem with Royal Decree, though, is that you end up with fewer golds in your deck, and it sometimes ends up dead if you don't have any golds. You know, we only have 2 gold minions. We have 3 gold so far. You only have 2 gold minions. I don't think Royal Decree is right here. This does have a lot of value potential. Even if they have 3 guys in a row, this is already a 16. So this is a circumstantial card, but it's a very frequent circumstances. This ends up being great. And if they have 5 guys in a row, this is a 20. So let's go for it. Alright, the suckiness continues. This is a 9. This is a 7 that, unless you start buffing it, it really doesn't give you value. We have 2 ways of pinging it with the archer. You can ping this and then gain a value, as opposed to hitting one of their guys, which also is the same thing. So it doesn't help. 9. This is 2. This is a bronze -2. It clears out a bronze from your deck. This is a good way of getting. It happens to be this is a little bit better in this deck because we do have our 2 main sources of weather clear are actually both bronzes, so this can easily get some weather clear out. So think of this as being an 8 plus a, very much needed weather clear. What's going on, Elite Legend guy? Ty Smiley's here, Chewy, Monkey. Saying hello. And this one, you're not going to get a 3 to Marion. It's just never going to happen. This is a tactic, though. This is a bad card, but I think maybe we'll pick this. This isn't that good. This is an 8 plus whatever. This is a pretty bad card. Gives your opponent 2 points. This is a tactic, and this will guarantee we don't have a lot of picks left, and this will guarantee that John does not die. John is a 15 now. You never want to play this card, ever. You know, it's only a 9. I mean, it's a bad one, but it makes John not be dead, and John is now a 15. Seen better. Worst case scenario is just a 9. Okay, we're going with Peasant Militia. We have a tactic. Phew. This is an 8. You're never going to consume anything. This is a 3 that you're never going to have more than one of these in a deck. Here's a 10. This is nice, you know. We do have a bunch of removal cards of various shapes and sizes and some fog and some stuff like that. We do have 2 cards that can ping by 1, so it's going to be easy. If you can charm a guy with 3 power, this is a 14. Every once in a while that guy will be an engine or something like this, can get on your side. We're going to go Slave Hunter because it's obviously better than the other picks here. So this is going to target, we're going to look at our lowest, I guess we'll sort things out right now. Our lowest guy right now is one of our mages, so it obviously doesn't count for gold. So this is either going to get Vader Maker or Ida, which is very, very nice actually. This will discard a card and then make a card. This is nice because you can play this and discard Olgierd if you want. It's a pretty good way of discarding Olgierd. Olgierd can't get locked. It's not that bad in this deck. Sorry, I changed the Steam schedule because 5-hour streams were killing me. Boosting your deck never gonna happen. This is also good. I mean, this is top none. You know, this might get a circumstantial card. This is non-spying. I don't know if this can get. This is basically 5 plus a random guy in your deck. So it'll be a 13 if you get one of these. There are some pretty circumstantial cards, so I'd rather not be dragging at random things. Once you get your mages, this will actually get to reveal, which is nice. I'm pretty sure marching orders is the way here. It gets extra mages and stuff. This is nice, but you can just play Olgierd for 9. You don't actually have to discard it. It can get. This just prevents it from getting locked if it's in your graveyard. We'll go with marching orders. This is the most value, especially since our lowests are mages, which is nice. All right, what do we got? We got a 9. This is a 7. This is a 5 because you're never gonna have spying units. This will res a soldier. Happens to be we do have a nice amount of soldiers in this deck. 1, 2, 3, 4. But again, it requires a res, and then it's only gonna be 1+ circumstantial card. Now this is spawn a cow carcass on an enemy row, and this will destroy lowest units. This is nice. A lot of times they'll destroy the cow carcass, or they'll lock it, but it will absorb a lock from them. You can get some real value out of Rot Tosser, particularly at the end of rounds when they don't have that many options. You want to play this late in rounds. What's this game about? I do have a tutorial on YouTube. I'll maybe explain after the draft. Just join in the live stream. This is too circumstantial. We'll go with the more solid Rot Tosser. And plus, we don't really want. We want our marching orders actually not to be hitting Priestess of Freya. That would suck. So we definitely don't want to be drafting anything with less than 4 power. So let's definitely go with Rot Tosser. And here we go. This is a 14. This is a 14, which we already have one, which I think makes this worse. You don't want 2 of these, because then if you have both of them in your hand, it's really hard to pull off that you have 2 rows of 5 minions. This actually is synergy with to reveal, because it puts a lot of minions on the field, and then you have a great place to reveal in. This is very circumstantial, and this is a 12. So we'll definitely go with the. You have Black Blood, which makes this better, because then you get better consumes. We'll go with Germain Picquant, which is a solid 14 and has some synergy with this deck. This is never gonna happen because you don't have any other Temerian allies. This is a 7. This is a 9 actually. Play Bronze Hazard from your deck, which we don't have, and this is reset a unit. It's a mage, play another copy of this unit from your deck. Sucks. Really bad picks. And we don't want to pick one of the. We don't want to pick this. It's so circumstantial. Plus, it'll kill our marching orders. So we got to pick the 9. Real sad. This is actually a tactic. I forgot about that. John is actually really good now. Because John, you can actually play, always play. It means that the peasant militia is a little bit dead, but John into marching orders into one of your mages is a really strong play. Super happy about that. Alright, so this is a boost all copies of a soldier by 2. I don't think the peasant militia are soldiers. I don't think there's it's just doomed. So that's not good. I mean, it can end up being a 12 if you have both these on the field. Bad card. Here's 9 plus clear another hazard. Here's a 10. And here's Slave Driver. Slave Driver is the most value. It's 1 plus 1 of their bronze units. And you get to create it, so you can usually pick a pretty good one. You can sometimes pick an engine. We have so many ways of clearing hazards. We have 1, 2, 3 ways of clearing hazards, plus these 2 very often clear hazards. So we'll go with Slave Driver. It's the most value. This is a nice 12 bronze, and here's another, yeah, this is interesting. So do we go for a 12, which will be our best bronze? It'll also be a very good card to guy to consume with Gaul or Azrael out of Black Blood. It does reveal a card in our hand. So there actually is some synergy here. It actually makes this card not dead now. Interesting. Recon's nice because we do have some pretty good bronzes, like the ones that clear hazards, for example. Not so necessary. This is an 8, I think. This is a 10. And then this is an 11. We're going to go with the 12, particularly because it has synergy with this card. Actually makes this card from below average, 9, to average, which is 11. So we'll see if we can pull it off. Plus, it's just a great bronze. It's the most value. And for a leader. Alright. So this is interesting. This will actually bring out the highest unit in our deck that's bronze or silver, which is going to be this. This will actually have 14 strength and set up a really, really good consume in round 3. Having a 14 in the graveyard for our Black Bloods. I've never done Usurper in Arena. It would be kind of interesting to do it. Probably this will be the most interesting choice. Fulcis sucks. There's just you don't end up playing enough guys usually for Fulcis to be any good. There's no time to play this in round 1. You just fall too far behind, especially when we're going the Olgierd strategy. Because of how good Crach is in general, I mean, this will be a 19 leader, which is great. This is unreliable. You can end up getting sucky things sometimes. We're gonna go with Crach. Very, very solid. Alright guys, so there's the good news and the bad news. The good news is we have very good quality of cards. The John is amazing because of marching orders. Gallus is good, Spear Tip, Assassination, good quality. We have very, very good quality silvers, particularly the 2 Olgierds. This should hopefully give us a card advantage most games. Then we just have mages and just really 2 Black Bloods, amazing silvers. The bronzes aren't bad too. This is above average. These are fine. This is a little bit below. This is a fine card. This is a fine card. Pretty good bronzes. This is below average. We do have 1 reveal. This is a great card. It's a great card. I mean, really good bronzes. It happens to be the Peasant Militia that we picked up. Ended up not being good because we do have a marching orders for our John. The bad news is there's only 4 golds, and that's probably going to come back to haunt us. We happen to have very good cards. Hopefully, you know, sometimes if your opponent has 10, is going to play, let's say, if we're going to end up playing 4 golds in round 3 and your opponent is playing 8, even with our card advantage, sometimes opponents will be able to beat you. So they just will get more value. So that's the sad part. I think this deck is above average, though. These Olgierds are going to kick the tuchus. I'm going to predict, optimistically, I'll predict 7 wins. This can do it. I would pick 9 if we would have had 3 or 4 more golds. This is a 4 is below average for Lena, of course. Elite Legend guy. Alright. So we'll get just rid of, we really don't have that much in the way of dead cards. It's kind of nice also having like 1 kind of useless tactic for John, you know, just because we're not relying on just 1 tactics. Now we have 2 tactics, which is kind of cool. Let's just try to get the highest value possible. It's kind of nice playing this. This is an 11 actually, because you always play Crach and then this will hit something. Alright, so this is a 10. We have a way of clearing weather, so I think I'll just get rid of this for now. These Black Bloods are cool. This is an 11, and we don't need Peasant Militia for sure. Alright, not a great hand, but not horrible. We did not get Olgierd. Wait a second. After our 11... No, so we have all these 10s in the deck. It's actually kind of bad we have these 10s. If it weren't for the 2 10s we had in the deck, if we would have Nilfgaard and Fiend, Knight and Fiend in our hand, this would get Olgierd, which is so good if that happens. Unfortunately, we don't have Crach Olgierd. We do not have a way of really getting Olgierd in our hands, unfortunately, which basically makes our Olgierds dead, and it makes it, if we're starting, that we really want to open pass, unfortunately. Open passing is good if you don't have Olgierd or any way to create carryover. The only time in Arena you ever want to play round 1 is if you're trying to create some kind of carryover for round 2, which we really don't have. We'll do very well in a long round. These Black Bloods are going to be... And he passed. So this is a real noob. Not very good at playing. We're actually... Usually when you open pass round 1, your opponent will play a card, open pass round 2, and they'll have last say. Now actually we'll have last say. Since it was a tie in round 1, the coin flips, and now it'll actually be his turn, which is a huge mistake on his part. There's really no dead cards here, so I guess we'll just get rid of this 11. We actually got worse. This is a 9. Oh well. It's okay, this guy's a scrub. You got Elliot. You actually mulliganed Elias. Congratulations. We'll stick this on the field. We're going to do very well in the long round as well. We have some very high value cards, and we have, you know, all the hazards are on our side. The Black Bloods become very good in long rounds. We don't really have anything to consume out of our graveyard, unfortunately, but maybe he'll give us something. Usually you want to try to, like, get the Vampire, and Kurat, I believe his name is, with these in the long rounds. You have school until 3 Eastern? Oh, sorry. I had to change the schedule because it was too taxing for me to do too many. He seems to have below average cards. I guess let's just play. There's no way for us to really mulligan a card, right? What I'd actually like to do is get the Fiend out as quickly as possible. This will be a 13 that if for some reason he chooses to kill this, we'll actually have a very good consume if we get a Gaul from Black Blood. So. Man, this guy has no... What did he just kill, by the way? He killed Archispore with this and let us draw a card. So this guy just has no idea what he's doing. This is a total noob. Noob.
A moment. I need to smoke.
We're down a point and up a card. Pretty good. You have no idea what Gwent is? Except for how to win? That's the point. I do have a tutorial how to play Gwent if you guys are interested. It's on YouTube, just type in how to play Gwent. We do have this. Play hazards from the row and move 2 allies to it. From the row. I guess it's this row.
Nature's a fickle beast.
Now it's a party. That's fun. We'll play these a little bit later. This guy has some decent cards and some bad cards. I'm playing all golds and silvers so far. And then some horrible cards. Could be expected. Let's ping it with Archer for BM. That'll be fun. We want to set this up. We'll leave room on a row just to be able to ping this row with the good old spear tip. He's sowing my archers. That's bad. Saying what is it? This is okay. I'll explain quickly the rules of Gwent for the people watching the live stream who haven't seen Gwent before. You're taking turns playing cards, and whoever has the most power, so we have 47, at the end of the round wins the round. 2 out of 3 rounds wins the game. So we're tied 1 round to 1 round. You can see half a crown by each of our heads. Whoever gets the second half means the second round out of 3 will win the game. And the power of each card is just over here in the top left corner, and they all have active abilities. This does 3 damage to 1 units. This will do a variety of things. And you try to remove their power off the field by damaging their units, and put more power on your side of the field, and outwit your opponent until you win. It's amazing. Go get him, cows. Go get him. What's going on, Progamon? How ya doing? We're gonna absolutely wreck this guy. The one way to tell that this guy's a noob is just looking at his rank. Typically, the guys that are 770, you know, have really low rank like that, typically are gonna be bad. What is this? This is deal 4 damage to all copies of an enemy unit. So it turned out to be a 12. Good job, man. He could have done it to any guy. It would have been better. Same, I guess. Except we lost our cows. He played around Triss Butterfly very well. That was good. I like that. It's interesting. Let's make a fog. Haven't the foggiest idea. Maybe I want him to put more minions. He'll stack his minions.
Why have you summoned
It's fine. Let's just make a fog. We'll use the Black Bloods coming up if he clears this. He'll limit the kind of rows he'll put his minions into, which kind of makes these cards better. I'm gonna play 2 reveal as late as possible. I guess I'll keep that in mind. Plays this way too early. Let's start pinging it. That'll be fun. Wee. Boop. I'll make this an even value. So this ends up being way more value. So does this one. This one, whenever it takes damage, it's an extra 2. So instead of this being an 11, essentially it was a 13. We'll definitely get the value out of this. Stupid card. Not bad. Not bad at all.
By the race
Boop.
of Morehawk.
Boop. And boop. Again. Another one. Where's Igni when you need it? 22 Igni. We should be pinging this one for BM. That'll be fun. It'd be cool if we ping this and then Igni it together with something. We definitely gotta try that move at some point in our life. In our Gwent career. Alright, go. Yo dead already. Yo dead. He's had some pretty high value cards at the end of the day. This was 9 plus 4. Just create another engine, I suppose. What do we have in a graveyard? We have a 7. Wait. We have fog. Whew. It's not bad at all. It's not bad at all. It's actually pretty good. Play on Igni with this, I guess. Speaking of engines, these guys know we're dealing with the fog. He trains that by 1 instead of waiting. La-di-da-di-da. Create. Second one. Another one. I have 2 engines. I'm special. He knows about this card. Who cares? 0 people care. Like Larry. Maybe he has a Scorch. Scorch? Oh, and actually, no, it's a 15. Never mind. I'm thinking if he would Scorch the next turn, we would have a bunch of 12s aligned, but we are protected! I guess this goes in lane 1. It'll be 16. It's good enough. It seems like in the first round you end up getting matched up with noobs a lot. we'll obviously have harder opponents coming up. He times out. What the heck? Okay. That was nice. That's a nice play. We're still protected.
Why should I help?
And this happened. Shabam! This was 18 points. Pretty good. I'll have mercy. We technically were gonna win there if we would have made another play by, let's see here, 54 points. Not a bad day's work. And we're 1-0. Keep it going. Stupid game. Come on, noobs. Get out of my arena, noobs. I love how Freddy, who was second place in the last Gwent Challenger, he says he does the world a favor by playing Gwent because he kicks all the noobs off the ladder. He just decimates them, makes them go home and cry. So sad.
We do what must be done.
It's like people are getting out of school now to watch the stream. Very nice to see you, Freddy. All right. So we have this. If we had all of the 10s in our hand, it would be so nice. I really would like to get Olgierd this time. This is an 11. Just start mulliganing things. Yes, got it. I'm actually going to stick this back in our deck now so we have a really, really powerful Crach play. There's a 10. Another one. He flips War Dancer too early. You gotta save War Dancer for round 2, by the way. Ba-dum, ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum. Wow, so we're going second. This is pretty good. We'll kill his engine. This gets a lightning ball, of course, one of the many choices of Ida. I don't know. So now we're ahead. The pressure is on because right now, if we're ever far enough at... Whoa, wait! That's if you're... Oh, if you're behind, you get a guy. Of course, losers get a guy. I thought that was the other way around. I think we want to do the power play into Olgierd. I mean, this is going to be a... This is such a huge play. It's kind of a shame to waste it. We really want to get so far ahead that Olgierd will pull ahead of him. We can also play this into a silver. Now this can either get Vader Maker, 2 reveal, or Piquant. And all of those silvers are quite good here. Vader Maker is a removal card. Well, we have more removal though. I think this is fine. This will actually be carryover because then we'll definitely have John Natalis, which will be into 2 reveal probably. Depends what we get here.
Naivety is a fool's blessing.
It's a marching orders, damn. Okay, we'll do this play then.
Temeria has yet to speak its last.
You know what? Let's do it then. It's a 15. It just means marching orders on the top of our deck. I don't want to waste marching orders. Definitely getting marching orders next turn. It's a 15. It's not a bad gold. Damn. Like a slice of ham. Good job. This will be a 20. I really want to hit him with the Olgierd soon, so we have to keep ahead of him here. Guess let's do this.
Back in line.
This is nice. This will be exactly what we need. Ooh, he can actually pass here. That would be sad. Maybe we need a little more value there. I wonder if I should just played Fiend. Probably. Plus it sets up our Black Bloods pretty well. Actually did not do enough, so this actually gets ahead now. See if we can lock it.
I'm in no mood for jests.
The thing is now is that if he plays a card, we're just gonna pass. We just pass here. He's not gonna be able to take us later. This is better in a long round. It's better to keep it. He's not gonna be able to stay ahead of us. Alright, so this is how the Olgierd setup works. Unless he can... Wait! He resilient. Okay, that's interesting. He's now... If usually he'll go down one card, he happened to pick resilient just to have a 13 for next turn, which we can actually get ahead by playing one card, so I don't really know what he's doing here. The Olgierd would prevent him from open passing. Really, really strange play. We don't want the second Olgierd. Might want to even mulligan this in round 3 because this is the worst card in our deck. So let's get rid of this one. Black
Moment. I need to smoke.
See, he's down 2 cards. Typically here, if he wins round 1 without any carryover, he would open pass. We'd have to spend a card, and then we'd be even cards later. He's never gonna be able to stay. We can actually... What is he doing? We can actually play this if we're really far ahead of him here. So this gets Vader Maker, which is nice. It's not that nice. Yeah, this is gonna be a 19. This will be 5 plus 14. We don't want to play this quite yet. Playing 2 cards here isn't bad. We'll still be up a card. Can easily get a 13 in here. Still kills a 4. What do we have to eat? An 8. Let's just play the more useless cards. We have 5 more points in the scene. Is he trying to 2-0 us here? This will clear hazards. And actually get us ahead now. Crazy. It's such a weak play because it's only a 2. So now we actually have a 2-card advantage unless he can do something, and his leader is not going to help him here. We actually are probably coming into next round with a 2-card advantage. Oh, this guy could just concede right this minute. What are you doing, man? Okay, good. This is our carryover now for next round. What is he? Dead Royal Decree. He didn't even know he didn't have any. Give this man Gwent up. Give that guy an ep. Ugh. So sucky. That could have been the card he sticks back into his deck, or the gold in his hand. He's already used all of his gold. Didn't even realize. Actually, what, he didn't have any gold minions? Great. What's the worst card here? I guess this is the worst in a long round. Vader Maker, this is a 15. It's not bad. Let's just use the worst card. Maybe this is the worst? You can always use this next turn. This is so good. Is that 19? It's like a little mini Sereno over here. Up in here, up in here. This is not going to work next round, so might as well use it now. Don't need a lot of points here. We're up by 18 now. Needs a 19 to even think about catching up. Rot Fiend, Ganadune. So this is the best. This is fine. We could just make Frost with this now. We will have some good consumes and stuff. I don't know. It doesn't matter. We're so freaking far ahead. It doesn't matter at all. Okay, he killed that. That was nice. So now we have a 2-card advantage coming up. A 3-card advantage. Wow, playing 2 real noobs. I'm just gonna change the score right now to 2-0 because this guy is not going to beat us. This is actually an 11. It's fine. Nilfgaardian Knight makes this plus we have 6 points carryover. It is so sad. Azrael. Biggest thing is this 13 actually will eat this thing. It was great. It's a nice 18 silver. Black blood is so good. It has so many uses. And we're ahead already. Let's do the synergy play. Whooper! I'll teach him a lesson on how to synergize. Synergy! Yes! We pulled the synergy off! Okay, now I will start having mercy. Oops, the score disappeared. 2-0. La-di-da! Keep it going. Oh, I didn't even change the what's it called, the title. What we called. Kick ass crack. What's going on, ND Gaming? How you doing? It's gonna be round 3. We is 2-0. Called Kick-Ass Crack. It's a double entendre. Yeah, guys, get it? Kick-Ass Crack. I know. It's hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Keep it coming. So for searching for a worthy rival, I think it said that the first 2 times too. Little did we know. They were not worthy. Thanks for saying your name right, unlike other people. What do people say? Undie Gaming?
You've got the heart of an uncrate.
Welcome to the stream. Black Bloods, I'll take it. This is a 10. Guess we'll get rid of some icky cards. And might as well go for another gold or silver. We have 2 ways of clearing hazards, sort of 4 ways, unreliable. Slave Driver is not a bad card. It's probably actually better than this. On average. You can usually get an 11 out of this. Okay. Oh, NDG aiming? That's interesting. We did not get Olgierd, though. Come on. It's so nice having Ida's Companion or some way of pulling Olgierd out of the thing. I did have one time a Crach arena that the highest thing in the deck was 9, was Olgierd, and we won like every single time because that's a ridiculous play. We want to try to stay ahead, I suppose. Probably get an 11 out of this. 12. Nice! It's a huge slave driver. Huge slave driver. A rot tosser. Jan, it's pretty good. 5 plus a card. It's kind of 5 like create a card in your deck, basically. 5 create a card in your deck, look at the top 2 cards. That's basically what Jan is. Really? Aquavist. Aquavist Prime. We could go with Assassination. Save this for some Weather Clear. It's not bad. It's really not bad. This actually gets us ahead on red coin too, which is really nice. I'm gonna try to get that card advantage. Fight Aquavist Prime. We're up by 5 points. Again, since we're going second, if we stay ahead of him, we'll end up with a card advantage. He goes with Aquavist again. I think we'll get rid of this when it gets down to 1. Because it's annoying. Alright, well, this isn't a bad setup play. This will give us either Germain. This could get us Olgierd. Ooh, this is a way of getting Olgierd here. Now, interesting. I guess let's try to do that.
Naivety is a fool's blessing.
Like a slice of ham. I guess this will be the carryover. Let's just take this one. Marching orders will go into... We didn't use marching orders yet, right? No, it's in our thing. I think let's, just for carryover value, let's do this. Kill the Aquavist? Okay. We're so far ahead now. Otherwise, we would have basically just done fog on this lane or on this one. It's good to just get rid of it there. Pretty good play.
Thank you.
Now we can zap this. We can also zap it with this. We can also put a Rot Fiend here. That'll be fun. I wonder what happens first, the Rot Fiend or the Rednarian Knight. I don't know how the board is mirrored exactly. Such a weird play. Should I do this? You can try it. This will actually kill both of these 6 powers. He'll probably just stick something in there. In which case it'll at least kill a 5. Oh, NDG Gaming. What does ND stand for? Northern Georgia. This definitely seems to be a better player than we're used to. I should probably try to set up 4 guys in a row for 2 reveal. What's your name? Oh, okay, cool. He's not even trying to interrupt this. That's really weird. Okay.
Naivety is a fool's blessing.
Any way to deal with 1? This will be a nice lane to do this on. I'll do this later. Actually, wait a second. We're on blue coin. We can just pass here. He did not catch up to us. He did not catch up. That will die. That will die, and it'll kill a 1. He'll gain only 2. Yeah, this is when we pass, actually. But that's a nice carryover with John sitting on the top of our deck. Rot Fiend dies. If he passes here, we'll be ahead a card and win the round. If not, he'll win the round being down 2 cards, which sucks. And he uses such a great card here, Champion of Hope. Why is this the one you would burn? Doesn't make any sense. But anyway, he's down 2 cards, so he can't open past us. So we should end up with a card advantage in round 3, unless he can somehow pull ahead of us. With this hand, it's going to be very difficult. Try to get old Spear Tip in. And we have John. And we have this freaking guy. I think we'll maybe hold on to this and mulligan it in round 3. It's kind of nice to be able to get rid of weather. Actually, we don't really need this because we have a few ways of getting rid of the weather. I want to hold on to this and mulligan. It will be our mulligan in round 3. If he open passes here, we'll actually just stick Lesser Guardian on the field, which is nice. What did you get this off of? You mean Gwent? You just type download Gwent on a browser on your PC. It's for PC, Xbox, and PlayStation only. Just type download Gwent into a browser. It'll be the first thing. Did I scare you? He plays an 11. We have Nilfgaard Soldier. Another thing. This gets a Fiend. It'll actually set up a better Black Blood. It's nice to stay ahead by a few points here, so we might as well use this. Let's do it. It's nice to have a cushion, so we end up always on the front. Oh, this will be a different Soldier. Look, Mommy, I have a Lesser Guardian. I don't know, this has high priority for getting chosen, always. When you mulligan it into your deck, it always ends up on the top of your deck, too. Don't ask. It's the way it goes. This does end up on the top of your deck when he does play this card, but for some reason, if you ever mulligan it back in your deck, you always will redraw it in round 3. It's just the nature of this card. Now it's chosen by the Nilfgaardian Knight to be revealed. It said download Gwen Stefani. No, just for download Gwent. G-W-E-N-T. Don't listen to Google's. What do you just do? Concealed. Conceal this one. Okay. Alright. Now what do we do? Yeah, have a third minion for this. Just burn this thing. I really want to burn this. I'll just mulligan it later. This gets marching orders into... What does this get now? One of our 7s. Clear. Archispore. Or this. Like you? Why not? Yes. Woo! he thought this was... He took such a big risk there. The thing is, if this had not been the one, this exact ambush card, if it had been any other ambush card, we would have actually had to spend another card there in order to catch up in that round. Now we have 7 cards to 5. He actually played that round. We have a 2-card advantage and a very, very nice looking hand, including 2 ways of dealing with weather, etc. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. And this is great. This is into marching orders and all kinds of stuff. So.
Begone, you devils!
We actually have 4 ways to potentially dealing with weather. These will hopefully be consumed. Let's try to maybe consume this 12 and 14 as quickly as we can with our Gobbles out of Black Blood, in case we get that. We are so far ahead, it's not even close. He got Coherent to Jan, it's not bad. Explains why he played Jan in round 1. This guy's low ranks. Man, unworthy opponents. Could be if you play this early in the evening, maybe people become worse. This was just a great play. Look at him go. See what he gets. That should be some
Sea provides.
It was a 7. It was 7 plus 6 armor. We're up 2 cards and only down 7 points. That's pretty good news, you guys. We might as well use one of these. Create. This is an 11. Too bad we didn't wait a little bit. This would have been 4 plus 12, 16. Or we can go with you. I think the 11 is the most value now. We could make Rain. Rain on a 7, so this will be 11 also. Might as well do it. Damn. Not a good Black Blood. It's an 11 though. Worst case scenario, only being an 11. It's okay. We are up a card and we're up 4 points. It's not like it's gonna matter. I'd like him to play more minions into a lane so we can get a better shot out of Old Spear Tip. Oh no, this gets Lesser Guardian. Damn. We actually have to get Peasant Militia. I forgot. Ooh, I should have used this last turn, I suppose. What did he just do? He just ate a 10. That's annoying. I forgot. Marching Orders gets Lesser Guardian now. Pfft. How annoying is that? Peasant Militia will be a 9. Marching Orders will only be an 8. There's no way to get that Lesser Guardian out of our deck. Oh well. It's a 15.
Temeria has yet to speak its last.
Good enough. Show me what you got. Little engine, the armor. That's not bad. It's a pretty good lightning bolt.
The time of the white frost and white light is nigh.
Engine's not getting it done. Mine, of course, ended up being a lot more value than his. His ended up being 9 minus 1 armor. Mine was 4, basically 4 more than his. Plus an armor gone on his side. Slight consideration. I'm stacking on 2 lanes. Don't want him getting a 3-lane thingamabobbers. As long as he stacks the minions together, I have some really solid guys. Probably we'll do the ping next.
For the king!
Cool.
Keep together!
It's an 11. We're up a card and 7 points now. I have 1 bad card and 2 good cards in our hands. This will be at least a 14 now. Probably end up being a 16. Depends how even. I guess if he puts one guy in melee and then one guy in siege, so then this will only end up being a 14. Let's not give him any hints by hovering over our cards. Ugh! That was his Igni. Not great. What is this card that he needs to have Igni? Let's play a conservative here. How about it?
Ever danced with a daemon in the light of the full moon?
Oh yeah. Stay hydrated.
Let's get this over with.
Moves this. And this gets value. Shabam. Still ahead. And let's see what's theoretically in the box. Actually, is this a... No, it's just cursed. This is cool. This is Nekurat. This is just to show you guys what we're looking for very often. This is good at the end of long rounds because it'll do 2 damage to everything here. So this was only an 11, but if they have 5 guys here, this ends up being a 15. Very often it doesn't anymore. He decided to spread evenly on 3 rows, usually 2 rows. Alright, so we're 3-0, 3 very easy matches. I mean, we ended up with extreme card advantage every single time. So we're just waiting for number 4 to open up. The graphic didn't load there for some reason, so... And keep it going! Keep it going.
Why should I help you? For Skellige's glory!
Alright. So, this is an 11. Maybe we should do what? We got our 10s. Maybe we should try to get all our 10s, 11s, and 12s in our hand and be able to crack Olgierd. Might as well. These mulligans I'm doing, they're usually kind of sad. Next time. I want to crack Olgierd one time. No, Olgierd. What's the worst thing here? We can sometimes get carryover with this. That would be disgusting. Disgusting. 3 kinds of weather clear, 4 potentially. What's the worst card right here? Probably this one. These two actually work well together. Which of these are worse? Try to get some carryover? I don't know. The carryover doesn't help. What do we play? Our whole hand is pretty good. This is the least reliable. I like having all the weather clear. Maybe this is the worst. Well. So we'll have less say, which just gives us a slight advantage in round 3. Again, when they open pass in round 1, we open pass in round 2 unless they have freaking, you know, War Dancer, which would suck here. This guy is a pretty high rank, so War Dancer might actually happen. Might as well get rid of the Spearman. These might really work together with this. We opened pass in 2. He did not have War Dancer. But Lord! Thank you, Freddy. I enjoy having you here. This was the sucky card. So we'll just have last. Now we have last say. He's forced to go first in round 3. Whoever wins the round, of course, goes first next. We have a slight advantage. Last say. We have a pretty good hand. It just depends. It's all gonna really. What do we not want to get? Nothing really. These happen to work well with this. You can still get rid of one, I suppose. Marching orders right now gets a 7 of the sorts. Get rid of this, make marching orders better. Archaspore, it's better. 'Tis better. Probably play Archaspore early. Archaspore is great. Great bronze. Right on the top. Maybe the best after War Dancer. It's pretty good. Lightning Bolt.
Now, how did that sensation go?
It does take the 1 damage. It's only 3 plus his bronze. Oh well. Maybe there's a way to damage that down and then steal it. No.
Best give up now.
If this has no armor, boost by 2 and give it 2 armor at the end of the turn. So he might have ways of stealing armor from that. It's kind of sad playing Arcaspore right now. Let's go with this.
Back in line.
This is an engine. This is also an engine. It's easier to deal 2 damage. This is a 9. This is a 9. Which one of these are better? I guess this is better because this is harder to destroy. There's nothing to res, right? It's not a soldier. I think this one's the best. Put it in the middle of a row just in case he has things that can take things out at the end of rows. He'll probably destroy that engine right now, though. No! Does not have an answer. Quick answer to this. Interesting. Oh. That's how he wanted to get an answer. Great. Stupid. Might as well go with this. It's probably not going to ping this twice. He'll have 3 minions on the field here, probably. Actually, if this dies and pings this.
Thank you.
So we do want to destroy this one. We can use a lightning bolt on it. What does this get? Marching orders right now. It gets you, which is not so good even. And not even that good. Just Ida. We have more ways of clearing hazards. Let's just do this.
Why have you summoned me?
Idaho. Trying to set up some 2 reveals. What you got? Bring it down. That'll get the biggest bronze or silver in his deck, the highest.
So,
And
no one else dares face me?
not a bad play. So again, this gets this one. We'll play this one, this card, and then this one, just so we'll be able to do an extra 2 damage. We don't want this getting pinged, though. It's kind of sad. It's sad. Okay, it's very sad. I have an idea. No, it's not gonna work. We definitely want a bronze to steal here. I don't know, do this now. It gives him options. It's a 14. This guy is so sad. Just absorbing our Arcaspore. Pings. Yeah, again, Nox and blue stacks are major problems.
I'm dead serious.
Your mom is dead serious. He's trying to clog this lane, which is interesting. I'm gonna maybe stick in to reveal sooner than, well, we should have it probably later actually. What are you doing? Again, we're looking for the slave driver so we can ping little things.
I am who I need to be.
That wasn't a lot of value. That was an 8. So this is a 10 gold. Plus it put 4 on our side. So far he's netted 6. And now
It just
that's not
stinks.
bad. 6 and man. He netted 6 and that was like a 21-point Sigismund. Damn. Damn, like a slice of ham. And now these are all armored too. So annoying. Is it worth taking the armor off of these just so it doesn't absorb the Arcaspore? Maybe. It's such a weird consideration to do this. Very nice to steal something. I guess let's just do this now. Damn. Wait. Yeah, it's at the end of turn. This is gonna get boosted. So. Arg. I love to steal that one. It's so annoying. How are we doing here? We're minus 12. We're really not in good shape. That Sigismund was nasty. Ugh. Brings that down to 9. Do we have a way of dealing with this? We don't have any engine answers now, so this is going to be pinging a lot of damage here. I mean, we can do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is so annoying. We really don't have an answer. Nilfgaard Soldier. This will at least armor. The armor actually helps here. Maybe we'll ping it. That would be really lucky. It just means that the armor is going to absorb these shots, at least in the meantime. I don't know if there's a real way of us dealing with this, but this means that's a major, major problem. Maybe the Arcuspore hits it a bunch of times in a row. That'll be good. Very unlikely. We are actually look like we're in the losing position here. He runs Scorch, which is nice. This means this gets more value. This is actually going to get both the 7s now. Let's just start playing bigger things. Bigger things. Bigger, bigger, bigger things. 7, 6. I have no freaking way. He's been playing so many golds. This is such a problem because, dude, really. Let's see what we get. This isn't a vampire, is it? It doesn't have any vampires. This is not bad. Do you want to go the grow route or the kill route? It's really sad. It breaks the armor and stuff like that, but this is just going to keep growing. It's very, very sad. So this is now still going to hit both these 7s. Marketing aspect? I like this game. Why don't you think it's marketing? This game isn't promoted much? Oh, that's interesting. You don't know, I have a tutorial for this game if you want to see it Solar Rising. It's on, just type in how to play Gwent on YouTube. Fry 'em up. It'll come up. There actually was some YouTube advertising for this every once in a while. I mean, it costs a lot of money, obviously, to advertise, but the game's still in beta. Typically, games will not be advertised until they become fully released. We are losing so badly here. We don't even have anything to steal. We can steal like this if we want.
Keep together!
Dee da da da. We have a 3 to steal now. I'll probably boost this up. This is 3. Put it on Steam? It might be on Steam. This game has a pretty good following. I mean, this was like top 10 in Gwent for a while, so and top 10 games on Twitch for a while, so pretty good. We are in such serious severe. Not good. That Triss is killing us. And so is this. He's gotten so much value out of this Rednarian Knight so far.
Stand and fight!
Da 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 da. Most value, just pops this one, so 18, 16. Still not bad. He doesn't have anything good to get with his leader either, which is nice. last card, making it splash. Shoop, harsh. Shoop Hunter isn't that good because you've got a lot of ones in the field, but I think that is gonna do it. Let's see, he's hitting a lot, pinging a lot of ones. I might even ping our Arcus Sport. Usually want to go Shoop Hunter. Zaps that. Engine's going. You know, with all the ones and stuff. And he'll zap. His leader is right now 5 plus 4 plus 4. And we have a 10. So his is a 14 to our 10. We're out down by 6. Yeah, we lost. Plus that.
At times, nature needs a help.
Oh, yeah, we lost by 16. Alright, 3-1. Come on, man. So at the end of the day, I mean, did you notice how many golds he played in that last round? That's sort of one of the things I said when we started. This is a good deck. It's just we only have for the 4 golds, and we just got outvalued. There's really nothing to say. I know that. I don't know. Did the Triss? What's it called? Not the Triss. The Yennefer. How much? I don't think that even ended up doing 15 points total. I think even without that mishap, we still messed up. Free promotions, top of the leaderboard. I'm sure they have some. They do have pretty good marketing. I think they have some. I mean, The Witcher did amazing. This is the same company that made The Witcher, which is a wild success. So I'm sure they have some considerations. Why not to put it on Steam? Probably because it's still in beta. Could be once it actually comes out. They'll put this game on Steam. I don't know. Not getting Olgierd is a problem. Do we have to open pass here? We could set up some carryover. And this can get us Olgierd too. I mean, this is a deep... In fact, the only silver minions in our deck... This is cards, not... Ugh, I wish it was the case. So we have... Marching Order, 2 Black Blood, and 2 Olgierds. Very good chance of hitting an Olgierd with this, which would give us such a strong advantage. I'm gonna try it. Yes! Abso-freaking-lutely, and it puts that nice gold on top of our deck. So we are starting. He could really just pass here. If he ever again goes down, is below us in power, we will pass and we will end up with a card advantage, and that is how it's done. Absolutely. So now he's in order to win this round, he has to go down to 9 cards, and he cannot open pass next turn unless he were to block Olgierd. Would be the only way. He did make some carryover. Yeah, hopefully he doesn't have him really buffed in his hand. But we do have plenty of removal. Marching orders. Oh, it's interesting. We have Slave Driver. I forgot. This actually absorbs marching orders. I haven't had that problem yet. It's nice to keep this in your hand. Marching orders right now is gonna hit one of our 7s. Like this.
The moment. I need
Not
to
open pay. We just gotta stay ahead of him here, which should be easy, particularly with this, Crach 19 power play.
Awaiting your orders.
10, dude. That's a 10. Why are you playing a 10? I don't want to play this yet, because then this automatically gets pinged by the armor. This is nice. Enough points. He ends up with a 4-point advantage. He has to get ahead of us 4-point advantage. It's an engine. We'll have to remove that now. Might make our Arcus Sport better later. Damn, what's all the armor today? Yeah. Con for 14. Can actually bait him out with the tour reveal. Why not? Nothing to lose. He didn't have the lock in the Olgierd, so he probably does not avoid a lock tour reveal. Do we do better in long rounds? We actually have a pretty good long round hand, so I'm gonna try with all our hazards and stuff like that. We have 2 ways of clearing hazards. We can afford to do hazards on him. Yeah, we could Vader Maker that. It's pretty good. All things considered. Oops. What just happened?
Now, how did that conversation go?
Bam! Still up. He needs to get ahead of us here. So unless he plays a 19, we'll go with 2 reveal. set up the long round. If not, we'll start hitting with hazards and stuff now and just drain him. Bane him and drain him.
You will be done.
Making it rain. Awesome. Might as well go with this. So we'll gain points. You know, his did 7, mine did 10. Not much of an advantage for him there. If you think about this, making a hazard versus this card, this just gives you more value. Make another hazard. Another one. Nothing to worry about. Strong play. 5 plus a random bronze or silver attack. Sort of Marauder, don't have any damage, guys, luckily, so we're only down by 7. This is better now than it will be later. He might take the bait and just pass. Maybe we do better in a short round because of this. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Well, it means we'd have to mulligan this out, and we'd have too many things we need to mulligan. Will he take the bait? Again, he might just pass here because he thinks if this is not exactly to reveal, then we'll have to play second card and I'll catch up in card advantage. Unlucky for him. Man just got screwed. So now it's 6 cards to 7. It'll really be 8. We'll have 8 and he'll have 7 after we draw. And we are in great position to win this round. Marching orders will get this card, which again after we use, and plus we have a 2-card advantage. We have a card advantage and a point advantage. Amazing. Just a leather. Relic. No synergy, of course. Solid 11. 11 bronzes are fine. If all your bronzes are just fiends, you're in great shape. As long as you have more than 4 golds in your deck. Oh well. It's fine. And make your move, son. He's doing the death. He's doing the day. I'll reciprocate. This is what you do if you want to say, oh, you're going down, I'm gonna death you. Yeah, I'll death myself. I'll do my discard pile. Hey look, go jump in a lake. So I'm representing.
No matter what.
This is actually less good. It's nice to ping those little guys. It's just this can end up, if he destroys this, can end up pinging a cow, so it will only be an 8. That's okay. That's cool. I say defensive Ida since we want the Arcaspore to live.
Why have you summoned me?
If you think about it though, our Ida did more than his gold. That's why you really don't want to be picking Karathi Heatwave in Arena. Everyone who's smart is going to have a lot of ways dealing with the hazards. If he gets another hazard, we will. Again, if he gets like a Skellige Storm, something like this, Skalga Storm, we will be able to Flamenca. You should have Flamenca there. Nah, it's good to clear everything because we want Arcaspore to live and keep pinging these cows. Show me what you got. It's in the box. I really hate this, by the way. Creating silver special cards end up being dead so often. Scourge actually works here. Okay, that's a good one.
By the rates of more harm.
And okay. 13, 17. It just ends up being giving you 3 bad options. I find too often. This has a target. This, I guess, will play. This will be 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Let's just do this. This gets our dude. These 2 unfortunately got a cow. That's okay. You know what? This is did 4 here, and this will do 4 in this lane too. So I just want to play this before this one because Nilfgaardian Knight. It's nice keeping this removal in our hand till the end, just in case he does some Imlerith play here or something like that. The Nilfgaardian Knight will reveal a card in our hand, so we'll get 2 extra points for this. Pretty good. This is actually an 11 already, so this ends up being a 13 for marching orders, which is an average silver. You know, good stuff. Okay, dude. Why? I wonder why it targeted his guy instead of ours. Between the highest and lowest unit. I don't know why. I guess it chose it at random. We had a 10 also, so he just lost so much value there. Ah, sadness. Assume he doesn't have another hazard. You know, if he does have a burn, let's say. You know, if we would have played this one turn earlier, this would have put a 14 on the field. It would have gotten us. We'll wait on this. I think he has a Skellige Storm that he didn't play yet.
Ever danced with a daemon in the light of the full moon?
Whee! Moving around, moving around. Welcome to town, gonna moving around. Moving around. Clear skies. Hope we put some more minions in either the melee or whatever. This is still ticking. 3 cards to 2, we're even in points. It's a great position to be in. I guess we'll go with this now. We'll play as here, just play on Igni, I guess. Those extra 2 because we revealed the card. Haha! Turns out this is a 21-point play. Not bad. He does not have an Igni in case he's packing one. He does have Scorch. See, he had the Scorch. We're still up. We is still up, ladies and gentlemen. So, you know, there's no engines that are gonna do it, so we might as well do it like this. Do it like this. I guess this is better on these 3 later, so might as well hit these 2. Kind of a weird consideration. Bammy. And wabammy. That's a 15. Good enough. So we're even in cards, by a trillion. And we'll pick on this Goliath just because I feel like it. Stupid Goliath. And we win. This is how we do it. We missed Arcusport picking the Goliath. 4-1. Doing extremely well. This rate will actually get to 9 wins, even though the first 2 wins kinda didn't count because they were against new players to this game. That's a very nice way of saying total utter noobs. Noobs. Stupid newbies. Ba-da-da-da-da-dum, ba-da-bum-ba-dum. Crach. We're gonna get a Crach back in there.
No retreat! Not one step! You've got the heart of an uncrate.
Alright, yes, we finally got Olgierd. We've seen so little of Olgierd. These are nice. Don't need militia. And oop. I don't know. It's not necessary. To get marching orders. We start off with Olgierd? What do we start off with? Again, if he has a lock, he'll lock it, but go up. If he does not score 9 here, we pass immediately. Fun getting it done. We have both our mages in our hand, so this again is gonna get Slave Driver actually. Not a bad play. Get Slave Driver out. Otherwise this I'll get to a reveal later. We'll save it. It's probably just gonna pass here. Let's just do this. Getting the big bear play. Engine ticking. Just gotta stay ahead of him, really. Need at least 10 here. get ahead of him here. So is it worth plugging this, setting up our Black Bloods to be better later? I think so. What if he passes though? I don't want to spend anything too bad. Maybe we'll just damage him over time. He's gonna pass the moment we play our leader, and our leader has 19 points. Can't really afford. We have no golds in our hand except for this. Let's just keep playing conservatively, I suppose. We're ahead. You know, give us the round and give us the last say. We'll have 2 points.
Why have you summoned me?
Interesting. Damn, it got the 1. Come on, man. There goes that. If we don't catch up with him, he passes and we lose the game. That's the problem. Ugh. Slave driver. Hope for the freaking best. Need to get ahead of this guy now. It's so annoying. 13. I'll use this on an engine later, I suppose. I'm a slave driver. Slave driver plus 2. Gal is 11. This is about 11 too. Ha! Have one back. We'll try to eat this as soon as possible because we know he has Gal in this deck. Let's try to eat this at any given opportunity with Black with Azrael. This guy's got a good deck. This guy's got a good deck. That's a good deck. I kick him in his good deck.
Now, keep compensation go.
Was that overkill? I could have made fog there.
Long live your eccentric.
I'm trying to absorb the shots of this one. Can't use Black Blood yet. Look if our medic would be nice here. It's kind of really difficult to say what to do here. Do we get rid of it now? I mean, this is our only... What we have removal. Should we just use this now? See if we can take this freaking round. I think it looks like he wants this round. I know what we're looking for here.
Notice! All roads lead to
He'll
Nilfgaard.
probably pass here now. If he's smart. If he does not catch up... Damn! Good Shiru. I'm reluctant to draft Shiru, but every once in a while it gets good value. Circumstantial. Getting it done. This is sad. We're gaining a point on the Arcaspore every turn. I really do want to save this, since it'll have some value. It can get the value immediately if we get a go. It'd be really nice to pull ahead of him here. Getting the last say is not bad. He might be saving his lock for the Olgierd just in case.
No mercy!
I hate that card.
Follow me this way.
Oof, gets good value from that. Come on, man. Milan getting it done. Now we need an 11. Let's take a big play. Actually, we're only up by 4 now.
I will not let this become a second Sodom.
How much health was that at anyway? This isn't actually that bad, because at the end of the day, even if he wins on even cards, he can't open past us. And this Black Blood...
Ever danced with a daemon in the light of the full moon?
we just let him win uneven? We're not going to get ahead of him with the 13 here. He cannot open pass us. So he'll end up with just last say. We'll have these. We'll try to eat this. Try to eat this with Azrael as soon as possible. Maybe that's what we should have done and not use Crach. Have a couple of power plays. Probably. Azrael gives us a big advantage. He can win uneven, it's fine. Oh, this actually isn't bad. Pretty good hands.
But in no mood for jests.
What do you need?
So John can get past the militia. What? Oh, this is the carryover. That's weird. Now it happens to be if we were to get a Gaul, this would work. What can this get? Pecans would be enough. Olgierd is not enough. But John and Spear Tip are enough. This is good enough here.
Naivety is a fool's blessing.
Damn, so now we're definitely tap decking Olgierd, which is not good. So let's just do John.
Dark clouds gather over Temeria.
5, just so we can set this up. Fighting for even cards, which is sad. We're up a bit. Imlerith. Wow, this guy Stefan Imlerith, like really? He's trying to 2-0 us, obviously. We'll try to get the Black Blood play. I'm likely to win right now. Restore. Who runs Restore? He had 2 Stefans and an Imlerith. And he freaking has Restore Bearmaster. All the King's horses with this one. What are we supposed to do? Did not get Azrael. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11. Holy smokes. I think this is the best. He had double Stefan Imlerith. Are you freaking kidding me? Are you freaking... This guy has a hell. Holy smokes. No way you can't beat that deck. There's nothing, it's nothing to do with the circumstances, nothing to do with our deck. He had the best arena deck imaginable. Double Stefan Imlerith. Come on, man. For those of you who don't know, Imlerith duels a guy at the end of every turn. If you happen to get Stefan, which puts a guy in the top of your deck and boosts him by 5, Imlerith becomes invincible. He actually... Did he Stefan it twice, or he Stefan to once? Anyway. So dumb. Okay, so we're 4 and 2. Nothing you can do about that. Nothing you can do. Jeez, the freaking wheeze.
You've got the
I'll have to win a
heart
couple more games
of
here.
an uncrate.
What was my guess?
You've got the
Optimistic
heart
7.
of an uncrate.
Starting off with you doesn't even help. Just got 2-0. That guy's gonna get 9 wins. There's no way not to. 2 freaking stuff. Can't get over it. Okay. The Olgierds are weird. They're weird. You?
No surprises.
This guy's a lock. Ooh, doesn't get it done. So we will definitely pass here. Again, he has to play another card in order to get ahead here, in which case we will stay ahead of him round 2. Damn, he has a lock. Never mind. So now we can open pass us, unfortunately. Hashtag help. We just got Imlerith. Imlerith is so broken in Arena. Easily the best Arena card. I'm gonna make a tier list, and that's gonna be right on top. Got marching orders. Good thing Nautilus isn't there. He'll probably just open pass, in which case we'll just use this card. Because it sucks. He's not open passing. He's not open.
What do you need me
I would rather Stefan. 14 Stefan. Damn. Damn like a slice of ham. Might as well stay ahead here. We could set up the Fiend that makes the Black Bloods better. We need a few points here anyway. If we stay ahead here, we're gonna win.
Famous last words.
He's got the... Okay, it gives us a little bit of information about his deck. It means he has at least 2 of any of the following: Geralt, Yennefer, Triss, and Zoltan. Who the heck is Zoltan anyway? Ugh. Alright, so we need a 12.
We'll defend our homes, no matter what.
No matter what. No matter what.
I'm a dwarf of business.
Cleaver. Not a bad card. It's a little setup. We can get Spirit Tip. Yeah, we'll do this when Spirit Tip is good, because it's automatic Spirit Tip. Not a bad idea. So we need a 12. It's only at 9. Militia. Might as well.
Dark clouds gather over to Mary.
These damn boots are killing me.
14. We got 11 now. Spirit Tip's getting good. Let's stop playing in this lane. This is Slave Driver, actually. Might as well.
To work!
We need... No, we need this one. It's not a bad card.
Sure, you can get him.
Unfortunately, if he has a Ragnarok spawner, it's gonna suck. Pull away. Trollolo. The 9 armor Trollolo. Okay, 13 strength. Now we need a 14. Where do we get a 14 from? This is a 16. I just need to stay ahead here. Tra-la-la-la-la. This guy's getting a little desperate to keep a card advantage up. Nekura and Black Blood and melee is gonna suck. We need a 15 again. We can get one through this. Spear Tips can get better, but this is when we need them, so. We need you, Spear Tip! This isn't bad either. This will be better for next turn. Actually, 14's not enough. We need a 16. Like this. Bam! Still up by 3. Actually, this is amazing. I forgot. We should have used this already. This clearing this black. This is actually really good against this Black Blood. A lot of points. That's sad. It's a ton of points right here.
Why have you summoned me?
Because it boosts every single one of these guys by 2. That's the problem with Black Blood, is that if they have clear skies, they end up with so much value back. We have really bad cards though, unfortunately. He hasn't played his Stefan card, so he passes. We end up with a card advantage, but he does have a Stefan card. We do our best. We got a mulligan Spearman, I guess. Top of our deck is a silver, right? What was it again? It was 2 ago. It's fine. Put all our guys on the road. So we want this one first, then this one. I want to play this next. I want to play this sort of last, this last against Arcus. Horrible. Sigismund. Harsh. Really good card. Again, it's very likely, even though we have a card advantage, we'll just get outvalued. Steal our dude and get our Arcus for. Pretty harsh. We have a card advantage, but if he's got a bunch of golds, he's going to win.
For you, my friend, always.
Not like that. Not like that. So we're 3 of 3. We're down 6 now. And these cards, I mean, this is a 10, a 14, and 11. And he's pulled another 15. It just comes down to the amount of golds you have. at the end of the day.
Keep together.
Chip. Doesn't matter. Harsh!
At times, nature needs a
Ah. More minions. Doesn't matter. This is only 14 points. And then Shoop! There's just, our deck is too weak and we end up 4-3 for lack of golds. Come on, man. It came down, nothing to do with our picks, just completely due to lack of golds. Enjoy your win, man. Alright, 4-3. Again, if you get 4 wins, that's okay, you know? You definitely get your value from the arena run, so not super bummed about that, but you need 7 or 8 golds to get a good run in arena. Sort of an exact prediction. We ended up with a card advantage there, nothing we can do about it. So if you think that we really spent 150 to get 100, you know, and then 55 back, so we gained 5 ore plus 40 scraps, it's really not bad getting the 4 wins. Let's open up some packs and call it a day. Pecky time! 1 pack, actually. Oh well. Yes! Got 1 cake. What's the matter? Priestess. Monkey Sport will trade us. Spooter! I love Spooter. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed. That was the Crach Arena run. Had a good quality of cards. Had the 2 Olgierds, which are amazing, which we actually got on a below average out of the 7 games. I think we only got Olgierd in our starting hand in about 3 of the games. But anyway, yeah, lack of golds. That was the whole story at the end of the day, especially that last match. Just got, you know, got Imlerith once and then just outvalued twice, and that was it. I think it really played well though. Just didn't get the luck of the draw. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace!